Hello, everyone. Whoa. Can you hear me? Whoa. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my re-debut. Y'all gonna be excited? Hello. Hiya, Donnies. Hi, JP. Hi, Wizard. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Everyone for coming. You can see, now I can move around like a puppet without strings. So exciting, huh? Hope everyone's having a good time on Sunday. Ooh. Well, yes, puppet time. Whoa, Jackson. Hello. Glad you all for coming. Thank you. Hold on, let me change the music a bit. Yeah. Yeah, the puppet is back and she can move. Wow, crazy, right? Crazy. I cut out my strings and now finally move. Whoa. Bop, bop, bop. Great update, yes, sir, yes, sir. Mr. Day Misery, very chill today. Very chill. I got to relax and not have to, work today. Oof. Work is always a big oof for me. I hope the stream is going by good. If there's any issues with audio, please let me know. Because, I'm still testing things out and I haven't streamed for a while. And as you can see, there's probably no scuff and I can use my rig. Which reminds me, my blue fairy mama who did my rig her name is Soy Tama Noodles. I will definitely recommend her because she's really, really good at making my rig, as you can see. Ooh. Or you can follow her other account, Soy Sauce Doodles, I believe. Yeah. Wow, someone find the grasshopper. He can make this real. Wow. I need a conscience for sure. Yeah, welcome everyone. Hello, Shasher. Hi, Lanka. Hi, Florin. Hi, Donis again. Shira! Yeah, work is always a big oof for me. Sound level's good. Model movement's great. Lindsay seems normal. That's good, that's good. Very sugoi. Very sugoi indeed. So I thought we could chat a little before we start our little tier list that I put together. Well, actually, it was already put together, but I'm gonna list everything from a point of view of Fujou, who's been to this land one too many times since she was a very little sprout before she became a puppet even. Wow. Yeah. So we're gonna have lots of fun today. Hopefully it'll make up for the amount of months that I haven't been streaming. So hopefully I'll get back to the swing of things and we can finally get some streaming done, and with my rig no less. Yeah. Thank you, I look so goy. Thank you. Less the fujos are my favorite kind of people. Yes! That's the kind of audience I like. Fujo. So there probably is a delay with the chat, but that's okay. We're in this together and we're gonna have a good time regardless, and there'll be less scuff than usual. I'll probably think of something to do for my schedule in the future. Haven't decided yet, but I think I'm gonna try to play Eve again, this time with less scuff, and hopefully we'll get the better ending. So just stay tuned for that in the future. I definitely have a lot of other stuff planned, but I thought that doing a tier list on my favorite place on earth would be a good starter. So yeah. So why not I set up things up and we can actually get started. It's gonna be a lot of interesting things I'm gonna share from my point of view. So just give me a second. Gonna put you on BRB. Woo! Just bear with me. Just readjusting a little thingies. Here we go. Wow. Okay. So, are you all ready? Are you ready? I sure as hell am ready. I was born ready. So let's get started. I'm gonna also be changing the music. Hopefully it won't get copyright claimed, even though this playlist is literally on YouTube, so I don't see why it would be copyright claimed, but whatever. So is the... Hopefully the audio is okay. Let me know if it needs to get lowered. Okay, let's see. First on the list is the Red Trolley. A lot of history with this one. They still run it, but every now and then, I think in some places it's actually not running. Just because stupid people won't get out of the way in time, but it's still like horse-drawn. Like they have little horsies, they pull it for you. Audio is good. Music barely audible. Oh, I forgot this one. Hopefully you can hear. Audio is good. Okay. So I would say I haven't actually been on the Red Trolley myself. So also I would recommend Offhand Disney is really good. I'm gonna put F tier as never rode. Never rode. Yeah. Okay, so F will be good. Music very audible is good for copyright. I guess so, yeah. I'll put it a little louder though. That's true. Audio is good. Hi. Okay. That's a bit better. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, never rode. I actually never rode on the Red Trolley. At least I don't remember. I always walked past it, and every time I pass it, I always see like people on it. I'm like, oh, okay. You see it all the time in Main Street, USA. There was one in Toontown, but that one is like completely stood still now because same reason, because people just can't get out of the way in time. So it's like rip, I guess. So let's see. There's the what used to be Tower of Terror. It's now Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. I noticed there's some California Adventure rides in here as well. So just gonna take a quick look at everything, making sure nothing is missing. Okay. Alrighty, it looks good so far. Yeah, there's some rides. Definitely from California Adventure, which is, it's okay, but not that great in my honest opinion. As for Guardians of the Galaxy, I only wrote this once. Well, actually, no, I wrote Tower of Terror once. I cried so hard I never wrote it again, and then it just changed to Marvel, and I'm just like, Kinda don't care. Like, yeah, I just kinda don't care. To be honest, I don't care for Marvel, so it's I guess this version I never wrote, so I'm just putting it there. Monsters Inc. That one is okay. I only wrote it like a few times in California Adventure. I think Tokyo's version's kind of better because, of course, it is. Because they have like these little flashlights that you get to shine on the monsters, but they don't have it in this version. We can actually see some footage. So you guys can get like a better idea. Let's see. This California Adventure. Monsters Inc. ride. It's kind of like a dark ride, which is like a slow moving ride where you get to, you know, see the show scenes that were in the movie. That's basically all you need to know mostly. So we can see a little footage. I would say this ride is okay. Not like something I would, you know, go out of my way to ride as often as the other dark rides. That's just me personally. So let's give it a little look. You can pause this for a moment. You can see, let's see, which one is the right POV. Yeah. So it's okay. Actually, there is a good history. This used to be the Great Limo Ride, which was a very questionable ride at the time. And they kind of reskinned it, so now it's this ride. So it's like, if you compare it to, you're like, oh, I see it now. Now I cannot unsee it. Which was, yeah. I think Monsters Inc. is a pretty good movie. Not sure about the prequel. Prequel was okay. Yeah. Again, my opinion on California Adventure rides is kind of limited because I don't really go to that area as often as Disneyland. But this ride is like okay. I would say like if I was like staying mainly in California Adventure, I would go on at least once. So you kind of get the idea. I would say it's an okay ride. Not as good as Tokyo Disney's version, which is kind of has an arcadey feel to it. So, yeah, that's mostly my opinion. I don't really have much to say. I would maybe put it like maybe a C. It's like not bad, not great. It's like okay. Trying to go in order here. I don't know why I have the sneaking suspicion. This list feels small, but at the same time I feel like it put everything in here. Okay, this ride I never rode. California Adventure. There's like a big Cars theme going on over there. There's like one good ride. Some of them I kind of skipped over because clearly it's baby rides. This one, of course, I also skipped. I don't know. This area in California Adventure is basically John Lasseter's wet dream about cars. It didn't need to exist, but it does. But this is a good ass ride. I would put this in A. Radiator Springs. Now that ride is bitchin'. That ride is bitchin'. I'm gonna put it. Radiator Springs Racing! That ride is so good. So fast too. Ba-ba-ba. We're gonna watch this one. No, this is a good one. This is actually the only good ride in there that I've actually do go out of my way watching. I mean riding. You know what I mean. It's so good. It's so good. The scenery is also really nice, especially during the day. Oh, hi, Megalo. Now, welcome to the stream. We're just watching Radiator Springs. We're gonna watch POVs of most of these rides, so I can further talk about it. So again, the scenery is really nice, especially during the day. Look at that waterfall. Look at that waterfall. This ride is pretty fast, but some of the animatronics are actually really convincing. Really convincing once you see it. It's also half a dark ride and a coaster. Beep beep! Oh no, hit and run! I don't care, I don't give two shits about cars as a movie, but this ride fucks. This is actually a legit good ride. It kind of goes a little quick in this part. Like, look how the mouth moves. It's so convincing, especially with the eyes. Howdy. Yeah, the dark ride is like this part. It gets a little slow, but once you reach towards the end, it picks up. Honk! Honk! Yeah, cars inspire all the memes. That's all it's good for. The wait time for this ride is always very long too. They at least put effort into this, I will admit. Cars is my favorite Pixar movie, oddly enough. Ah, you got interesting taste then. It does look really good. Very uncanny looking. Well, that looks so good, right? It actually doesn't look half bad, it actually looks good. Those animatronics are good. I know, right? Pop pop poo. Yeah, you actually get to see yourself. Ah, mamma mia. I wish Fish or Rangy were here. We could talk about the whole Cars lore again. Oh yeah, this is the part where you actually race and actually go super fast. You race against another car. Oh, see how fast that is? Holy shit. Whoa. Woo. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa. This part always gets me. Whoa. Deep lower card, yes. Woo. Big drop. Whoa. Who the fuck won? I don't know. You never know. Does mystery expertise go into Pixar realm of, if I remember correctly, Disney Pixar? Pixar is okay. There's definitely some good Pixar movies I like, and I wish they could be, added on to the land. Like Luca, for example. I really like Luca. And I wish that could get, like, its own little area, especially with the lagoon they have. Yeah, so that was fun. So that would definitely put that in A. That deserves it. Feel like we should... yeah. I know that California Adventure is like first, but I want to get that over with. Why did Offhand Disney have to put the California Adventure stuff first? Sorry, Soarin' Over the World or California. It's really good. I think this is a River Rapids. I only been on it once. Don't really have strong opinions, but it's like a ride in which you get super, super wet. It's kind of like Splash Mountain, but like worse. Not worse in a way that's terrible ride, but it's like you get super fucking wet in there. Soaring Over the World or California is really good. Put it in B. It's like a projection, but you get like lifted up and you get to see, sights of the world, or at least it used to be California focused and people tend to like that one more. Oh, hi, Agile. So people tend to like that better. For me, it's just okay. My mom really likes it. This I never been on. I know this is like an Astro Blasters clone. Goofy Sky School, never been on it. I don't know if you can tell, I'm just trying to get California Adventure out of the way. I just wanna get to the good shit. Little Mermaid Dark Ride, that one is okay. I feel like the animatronics are a little uncanny, so I'll put on 7. This one is the Silly Symphony spinny thingy. Never rode that one either. I guess you can tell just how my perception on California. Yeah, this one I never rode. I never will. I would definitely showcase this one. Incredicoaster. It's like, that's a ride if you want me to hate you forever because it fucking scares me. I like coasters, but only at an extent. Not if it's like super big. I will show you why. It's so fucking big and there's like a loop-de-loop and shit, and I'm like, I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for myself, man. I don't want that for myself. It's cool and all. It used to be California Screaming, but now it's like IP based. Fucking hell, look at that. He's incredible. The Dilf Daddy. Yeah, they changed this ride, mostly because to fit in the Pixar theme, which I guess is what California Adventure is best known for now. It used to be Paradise Pier, which is like California-centric, and now it's just Pixar Pier and Marvel theme, and I'm like, eh. Yeah, it's true, I do got a weak puppet heart. There's only so much I can take, okay? I would just want to lay down after watching this. I'm like, I want to lay down in bed and not even go on any more rides. I'm like done for the day. I checked out. That fucking loop-de-loop that you're gonna see right here. This bitch right here. I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that. Look at that shit. I don't want to experience that. You could give me 500, I will still not ride this. Fucking hell! Gonna drop so early on. No! No! And it's so high up too. Fuck me. It sounds like I would ride also. I love Incredibles. Yeah, I guess this will be a thrill ride fitting for you, Shira. It looks like it's too slow. Maybe it's just because of the camera. I feel like maybe it's faster when you're in person, but as opposed to when you're watching it. She will cry. Yes, I will cry. Look at that. Holy shit. Ah! Oh god, and here's a loop-de-loop part. Ah! Fuck that. Oh, Rengi's here. Hello, Rengi. I guess maybe you would like this ride. It's the Incredicoaster. Probably the biggest coaster Disneyland has to offer, in my opinion. That's nothing for you? I bet it is, Agile. I bet it is. Even for someone like me who's always been to Disneyland, I would still never ride this. Hello, Rengi. I hope you're doing well, too. Yeah, this ride is crazy. And also, we were talking about cars. We were talking about cars earlier. That was something. Also, is my rig not working? I wonder if it's working on YouTube. It's working here. I don't know. Anyway, I would never go on this ride. Let's just say that. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's move on. Let's move on from the list. I just want to get through California Adventure as quickly as I can. I don't even know what this is. I think it's the Toy Story ride, but it's like a carousel almost. I've definitely been on this one. This one I have been, but it's like... You can either go on the normal carousel or go on the one that swings. And it's like... weird. That's like a ride that will make you like... have nausea. It's like a cool looking Ferris wheel. Sure, it's Mickey and everything. But it's like... I don't know. I'm not crazy about that one ride either. So I'm like, eh. Oh, hi Axel. Hello. Is it speedrun like the coaster ride? Yes, I'm trying to speed through this list. Mostly, I haven't been on Midway Mania. Okay, now we can get to the good shit. We're out of the way with California Adventure. And my opinion is I think it's eh. Okay, there's not a lot of variety. I haven't been to any of the Marvel rides that they just added either. But my home is Disneyland, okay? I don't care about this Marvel Pixar shit unless they put actual good Pixar stuff in there like Luca or something. But now let's get to the good shit. Let's get to the good shit here. We have Splash Mountain. Whatever your opinion is, it's still a good ride regardless how it is. I know it's getting changed because of controversial stuff, but it's a good ride. As it is. At least it is kind of related to Song of the South, which that movie is very abide. But they took out the problematic stuff out of it. So now it's just, you know, focusing on the little animal critters. But of course, later on, it's going to be changed to Princess and the Frog, which in my opinion, I feel like it's going to fit better in New Orleans Square, which is where it is. Because this ride kind of doesn't fit in New Orleans Square. It's kind of like dividing between Critter Country and New Orleans Square. So, yeah. That's how I feel. I feel like Princess Frog is going to be a good addition. I'm sure the new animatronics, new technology is going to be amazing. Even though I will miss Splash Mountain as it is. Oh, hi, Celeste. I didn't see you, but hello. Sorry, I was just being really in-depth with Splash Mountain. But yeah, it's a really good ride as it is. I think it's being changed in Disneyland and Disney World, but Tokyo Disney is still going to keep it. So if I ever go to Disneyland one day, Tokyo Disneyland one day, I'll be able to ride it. Which I'm very excited for. Their version is more like a Disney World's version. Because Disneyland has a slightly alternative version. With some show scenes different, but I think, controversies aside, I think the ride is just fine as is. But I don't mind the change. So anyway, we're gonna watch Splash Mountain. I'm gonna miss it, but, you know, I rode it enough times I feel like, yeah, it's good. But the thing about Disneyland's version, they don't have seatbelts. There's a huge-ass drop in the end. But for some damn reason, they're like, lol, let's not put any seatbelts because the gravitational pull will be enough and keep you secure. And it's like, will it though? Will it though? I don't know. But it's like, okay. So let's go watch a little bit. Let's see. Let's watch this one. Which one has the most views? It's like... yeah, I'll watch this one. I will never go on the front line on this ride though. I will never. I will never go on the front row. It's so wet too. If you're like riding this on like a cold day, you're fucked. But sometimes you're lucky and you don't get as wet. So it's like, oh, okay. Have a zippity doo dah ride. The song is very catchy though. All it does is just, you know, gets you into a little show scene. See Bear Rabbit, Bear Fox, Bear, which I think, Celeste, I think you would like Bear. He's a very big boy. Is your front row the most wet? Yes. And you get to see, you know, your own demise when you go down on the drop. I think it's like 50 feet. I remember Splash Mountain. My grandpa gave me his camera and the bloody thing got wet. Blech. Oh yeah, I remember, like, recently, it wasn't too long ago, I think it was last year, but when I went to Disneyland, when it just reopened, because of, you know, pandemic and shit, I wanted to ride Splash Mountain because I'm like, okay, it's like hot enough. But they're like separating people, and I was just there by myself. I was like one party. And you know what they did? They just put me in their log by myself. I was in the middle. I had no moral support from people. It was so nerve-wracking. I was in there by myself and that never happened. I wish the camera was working because sometimes they take your picture at the end of the ride, but that portion, like that's at the end of the ride was like not available at the time, and I wish I could have seen like a photo of me screaming. Well, not really screaming. My mask would be on, but still, that'll be something to remember. I gotta do some work while listening. I will absorb this mystery info well. Have fun the rest of the stream, Mystery and Gang. Thank you, Rangi. Hope you take care. No worries though, the VOD will be there. Ah, solo. Yeah, solo splashing, yeah. I hated it though. It was fun, but I hated it. I don't like to go on thrill rides by myself. Oh no, here's our first drop. There's like at least 3 drops here. And I think recently they just reopened it for after refurbishment. Ah! No! Of course this camera got wet. So much water. Oh, I love the song. Do my band's greeting. How do you show us your born? Pretty good, show us your born. How do you do? My band's greeting. How do you do? Say well, Louise. How do you do? Whatever gonna be them. Pretty good, show us your born. Good, show us your born. Oh, bear. This bare ass. Look at it. Look how sick. Yeah, bear, and bear fox. How do you see what you're born? I feel like this video is a little dark. You see bear rabbit, bear turtle. Gonna beat them. How do you see what you're born? What you're born? Wait, so it's a theme for the refurbished Splash Mountain. It's gonna be Princess and the Frog. Also, I feel like I wanna... Hold on, I wanna switch videos. I feel like this one's a little too dark. I'm gonna go for something that's maybe a little brighter so you can see the inside. Yeah, look at that bitch. It's so huge. You occasionally see people like drop off while you're like waiting in line. It's like a very nice view. There they go. I like taking pictures there. Yeah, so we're just gonna rewatch it. At least, hopefully it'll be a little brighter. Gonna skip towards some parts. If it's not, I'll be very upset. The last one was pretty dark. Okay. Oh, this is a lot better. Good, the fishing is fine. What do we do with all of our time? Better sit, take a sick, got the wiggle our toes. That's what she asks us. That's what we know. It looks so pretty inside, but I can imagine it'll look really nice once they change it up to Prince and the Frog. Oh, his bare ass. Celeste, are you looking? Tiana's a Disney princess. Phone tight, time to get moving along. He's a bunny just like me. Oh no, I hate this drop. But you see his ass in the end though. You see his ass right there before you drop. I feel this drop is very intense. You can hear the... Oh, hi Kipa! You came in just in time for us watching Splash Mountain. I'm just gonna commentate over it. Everybody's got a laughing place, to go, go, go. Oh, poor dear, the girl's full of frail, the good idols, I say, hey, hey. Let's get rainbows all the way. Heckles found that upside. I still they haven't fixed that. That dog is supposed to be spinning. It's got a laughing place, to go, go, go. Oh, we're getting closer to the yabai part. Oh no, he's twapped. Oh yeah, here's the part. The laughing place. Oh, we're getting closer to yabai. Ugh. So nerve-wracking. Even though I go on this ride pretty often, I still get butterflies in my stomach because of the drop, and I'm like, ugh. So nerve-wracking. I get the fear of God in me. Yes, this ride is all about bear, bears, bare ass. And that's real bad skin. Oh no! Oh no! There's no going back. Holy shit! Ooh. Oh boy, did I mention there's no seatbelts on this ride? Oh man, we get someone's shirt. It was right in front of us all this time. Yes, haloli life. Small olive. That just means that we go to eat at a very small olive garden. Yeah, this ride is at Disney World as well. It's at Disneyland, Disney World, and Tokyo Disney. Never been because their roller coasters scare me. I feel that too, Kipa. There are certain roller coasters that just put the fear of God in me. We were just watching Credit Coaster and how I'll never ride on that. Sometimes there are coasters I would sometimes ride. But yeah, this is also kind of yabai because of that drop. I'm about to get it today. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, really good this way. It's the bluebirds on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's the truth. Actual, Ev. More of bear, bears, bare ass. Oh, yep, it's gotta get eaten. Zippity yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Home sweet home is a lesson today. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm feeling this way. Now you get the idea. You get the idea as I commentate over it. So let's see. Back to our tier list. I would definitely put this in A. It's not like I don't know if it's good enough for like S tier, but it's like good enough, but it's not like a ride I would like go out of my way to ride it each time. It only has to be like certain conditions, like when I'm in a mood or if it's like really hot and I want to cool off. But this is a ride I would definitely go on. Thunder Mountain, that's a really good one, honestly. But every so often that ride would just like break down, which me and my friends have made like jokes about it because, you know, a lot of Disneyland rides they just have to break down because they're running every day. So I'm just like, lol. It's like the McDonald's ice cream factory equivalent of a Disney ride, in my opinion. I just think that's funny. But whenever it's like, you know, actually available and not breaking down, I would actually go on this ride. It's super fun. I love me a good ghost train ride. Wow, wow, wow. I went on this last time. I was at Disneyland, which wasn't too long ago, actually. And I'm excited each time I ride it. But of course, we could just skip the queue, because, you know, the queue is kind of long. At our queue, and we get to the nitty-gritty. Yes! It's actually better if you ride, like... if you're, like, in the middle, or, like, towards the end, because it gets really bumpy. Oh, thank you, Bun Bun! Wow, 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 wow! Thunder Mountain is so good! So pretty! There's a bummer waiting like 2 hours for a 2-minute ride. I know, right? But with YouTube, we can just skip over that. Yeah, it's kind of slow if you're like in the front because it's kind of a long ride and you kind of have to wait for everyone to catch up. But when it goes up, it's like really good. It's like, woo! 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 I pay for whatever it's called, whatever saves you spot in line or something. Oh yeah, lightning lane. Which I guess it used to be fast pass, but now you gotta pay, which is stupid in my opinion. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. They fixed it. They fixed it, but what they fixed? Oh, water. Oh man, don't you just hate it when a ride gets stuck, especially midway? That only happened to me once. Yeah, the front is kind of slow, in my opinion. I've experienced it at least once. Which is I usually like ride like towards the middle, and it's super good. Ooh, right. Woo! 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 Oh yeah, I agree. I've seen the Funkland video of Fast Pass. It is pretty wild. Whoa, dynamite! Oh. Woo! Oh, you love the Funkland too, Keepa. I watch his videos all the time. A ride getting stuck is one of my irrational fears. So true, especially if it's on a coaster or on a water ride. Woo! 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 You get the dinosaur bones and that's it. So I think for this ride, it's definitely an S tier. But it mostly depends where you're sitting. If it's the front, it's kind of slow, like in this video. So I stand by what I said that it does belong in S tier. It's definitely one of my favorite coasters. I would vouch for that. And this is the Tom Sawyer Steamboat, which I've only been to like once or twice in the past, but it's nothing special, but it's like a good chill down ride. Like if you're just really tired and you want to see like a nice scenic view, just like, you know, sit down for a sec and catch your breath at an otherwise very busy day. It is a good ride because sometimes like if you want to go to like Main Street and sit on a bench, those are usually very crowded. But this is like really nice. I haven't been in all that much myself, but the times I did, it was actually pretty enjoyable. Also, it's a showpiece for a Fantasmic, which I wanted to also showcase after this. Because I want to show off some nighttime parades that Disneyland has to offer. This one, the I forgot what this one's called. I pass by it every so often. It was Davy Crockett or something. Well, I think it's like now like a pirates walkthrough thing where you can do like a little treasure hunting with your tiny kids. But it's not that special during the day, but at night it's really good because, you know, everyone's gathering around that area because that's where Fantasmic starts. It's like in this area in New Orleans Square. Oh yeah, this is what I went. It's basically the same thing as this ride, but it's more like a pirates theme, which is also another showpiece they use for Fantasmic. It used to be for hold on, I forgot the music. It used to be for what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it used to be Peter Pan theme, but now for Fantasmic Show, they changed it to Pirates of the Caribbean, which in my opinion doesn't really fit. I still stand by Peter Pan because it's better, well themed. And now we're heading into Toontown, which is the Go Gadget coaster. It's okay. I've been on once, but it's like a coaster for tinier kids because the coaster is so small and very short. And it's like the only thing that's like themed after a Disney afternoon show like Rescue Rangers. And yeah, there's not much to talk about it. This one, however, is really good. I would probably put it like A. I like this ride a lot, but only under the right conditions because it is a spinny ride. And with that, it's also, you know, very long lines as well. But it's literally the only reason I would go to Toontown because it's the only, like, I guess, really cool dark ride that's there. Everything else in Toontown is either the Go Gadget coaster or you just there to take photos with Mickey and Minnie in their own houses. But yeah, I'm actually happy they implemented something Roger Rabbit, because even though it used to be such a big deal in that ride, I mean for that movie, it kind of went down into obscurity and not many people remember it. But this ride is like, I feel like the only thing that's like keeping it alive. But I think it's really good. I couldn't go on it last time, but now it's like being refurbished because they're adding a Mickey ride now. But I think this ride actually holds up. Gonna watch it. It's actually really good. But it's more fun if you're like with a group of people. Even though you can only sit on like 2 people at a time. But it's actually really fun. It's kind of like the Tea Party ride, but with more extension. Because it doubles as a dark ride as well. Need a 18 plus Lewd Cunnyland. I agree. When we get to Fantasyland, I will go more in depth with the cunniness. We went to see Toontown before it closed for renovations. Yes, it's gonna be closed for a full year. But sadly, we couldn't go on the ride because of the long lines. Yeah. But the queue is kind of neat. After a while, it kind of like meh, because you're like, you've seen it so many times, so you're kind of in there for long hours. But you know, through the lens of someone who's new and maybe has seen Roger Rabbit, you'll find like a lot of nice Easter eggs in there. Which is okay. It looks like well themed and everything. It's like a dark alleyway. It's kind of scummy. You'll probably find some Toon Gay non-con in one of the corners. You just passed by Baby Herman. Roger Rabbit was a wild one. I haven't seen Roger Rabbit. Well, next time we will, because Roger Rabbit is a damn good movie. Is Disney inherently cunning? Well, they got lollies. They got Shodas. I will say it's very cunning. You should watch it. It's good. I agree. It's good. Also, we're gonna skip to the queue, even though we're kind of almost there. But let's fast forward a little bit. Let's get to the good shit. I hope the people in front spin. Spin! Spin! Spin. Have you watched Roger Rabbit? Had a lot of great characters. Cast was good. Yes, I want to watch it. I blame Disney for the 60% of furries that exist. Yes, so Jessica Rabbit is a furry fucker. Woo! I will say the theming of this ride is really cool. And it has a bunny. Hey, let go of me. Okay, I was afraid we weren't gonna see Roger getting electrocuted. Reminder that raising and breeding rabbits is called cunny culture. Good to know. Back in my day, it was probably much closer to 100%. I hate that they put the code on Jessica. Me too! I felt like it was unnecessary. Like, okay, they wanted to make a reference to Dick Tracy, but who the fuck remembers Dick Tracy? And also, why can't we see Jessica Rabbit's boobas? Ugh. I don't know, I felt that change was unnecessary. It's like, who the fuck even complains? It's just booba. Jessica Rabbit's a dangerously tempestuous. I agree. I feel like this ride would be more fun if you're like in there with a friend. This had to put you out of your misery. Dick Tracy was like 40s or something. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Who the fuck remembers it? They haven't even tried rebooting it. Who's gonna get that Easter egg? See? Look at that booba. That's the one time we get to see booba. I don't know why Disney wanted to change it. Give us back the booba. Did this ride originally have booba? Yes, it had booba. But now they covered it up with a coat and it's just dumb. It's dumb! I wish they actually sprayed you. That'd be funny. Aunties and all, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this effect is cool though. Okay. This ride is good. I would definitely put it an A. It's a good ride. A. Yes. Now let me fix something. I don't know, I have to always adjust stuff. Hold on. This is why I have separate screens for different things. Cause whatever. Let's go back. Next ride, Small World. We're in Fantasyland right now. Small World. Yes, I would say that Fantasyland is like, it's like, let's say if Disneyland attractions or just areas in general had like chichinkas. Fantasyland would be run by all lolly shows. Every ride would be a lolly show. You got Snow White, lolly. You got Pinocchio, my boy wife Shoda. Don't put Abraham Lincoln. That's in fucking Main Street. What the fuck is that doing there? Put that shit down there. You got Peter Pan. That's a Shoda. You got Mr. Toad. He's a Shota fucker. You got Small World, full of Shotas and lollies. All Shotas and lollies. All it has is a very annoying song, which I guess some people don't like. I can understand. It's very repetitive. Sorry for a voice crack. It's very repetitive. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But you know what? It's okay. Some people are neutral. I'm neutral. I think it's okay. I will put it in B. I don't go out of my way to ride it every now and then, but sometimes I do, and it's cute. And they have Pinocchio in there now. What the fuck can you not like about it? Huh? Lolly shows. Back and forth lolly shows. There's everywhere. Lolly show here, lolly show there. I will show you. It's cute though. It's very cute. Some people can't fucking stand. Also, it's 15 minutes. It's the world's slowest ride ever. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you want a slow ride because to relax. But also the outside's very cute. It's kawaii. You're on activation. Yes. Yes. Ministry's activated. Isn't there a Disney 18 Plus game? No, but I want to make it. I want to make a dating sim. Or you could just fuck them. Yes, Misery only speaks the truth. I don't know how many other VTubers are gonna be talking in depth with about Disneyland and the fact that some of the rides are lolly and Shota coded. But I'm here. I will fill that void. And there's Pinocchio in it now. What explained the bump in the rink? Exactly. You will see why. It's very cute. It's very stylized. It's like based after Mary Blair, which is another really good artist who existed in Disneyland. I mean, who was a Disney artist for the 50s era. And she partake in some of the creation and this ride. Her art was main inspiration for it. And since we have the Fast Pass, which is a timestamp on YouTube, we could just skip all this. Be prepared for annoying songs. World of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. So much that we share, this is time you're aware. It's a small world after all. Hello, Speedwagon. I don't know if you came in the right time or the wrong time, but here's Small World. Imagine all fan Disney calling characters lollies. He wouldn't, but I would. Which is funny because I do love his videos. I don't think he would take very kindly from me saying that, so I hope he doesn't watch this video. Yes, this song is infamous. It's written by the Sherman Brothers, who you may or may not know they did the music for Mary Poppins and many other Disney themed stuff like Winnie the Pooh. I never even been on the ride, but I heard reference in multiple places. Yeah, it's yeah. Yes, the musical theme stays on during sex. Only the bravest. Which I'm gonna talk about right now. This is a very slow-moving ride, a dark ride. There are some stories that may or may not be true that some people do blowjobs on these rides. Which to me seems very plausible. But there's cameras everywhere, so I guess if you have an exhibition kink, this will be perfect for you. Unless you don't mind the music playing on loop. This is a perfect place to do a blowjob. Not endorsing it, of course. Don't do it because you'll be banned for life. But if you're brave enough, go ahead. I don't give a shit. I don't work for Disney. I just simp over it. Oh, is there a Hunchback Notre Dame ride? No, but I wish. The world. Oh yeah, there's lots of Disney reference. Like there's Alice right here. Alice-chan, kawaii ne. I love how stylish she looks. Small world after all. We're in France, and in France they have Cinderella. Yeah, Cinderella in her maidel dress, very kawaii. She's not even a princess yet. I have exhibition king. Well, fuck Agile, you can just go ham on these rides next time you come back here, you know? You find a partner who's like down to fuck, you can't try. It's dark enough they wouldn't know. There's hidden cameras everywhere. My boy, he's coming up. He's in the Italy section. He's so cute, he's so round. I wish they made a plushie like this. Look at him. I wish they could zoom in. He's so cute, he's so round. Come back. Come back. Okay, one of the cute things of this ride, they sing the same song but different languages, which I think is kind of cute. Authenticity is important. Let's chat. Whoa! Yes, me too. Next time we... Ugh. Don't add the we in there, Jackson. Don't add the we in there. I mean, next time, will you come in with someone else? Someone who's brave enough to do this. I'm in fact, I'm already spoken for, and I would never do that. And there's Aladdin! Nice little segue. I'll be going ham. Thank you very much for your permission, Misery. Okay, just don't tell the cast members that I told you about that secret information, okay? Now we're in India. I wouldn't want to risk Misery being banned from Disney. Try sexy things here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try that either, especially since I paid a lot of money for my annual pass. Thank you very much. Now we're in China. Too high stakes for a lifetime ban. Exactly. I like that we're just discussing these very perverted things in an otherwise very innocent ride. Oh, we just skipped over Milan. Oh well. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. She's sexy though. You can't see it, but she does wink at you. Sex on the Aladdin carpet? Yes. Take you on the magic carpet ride to whatever the fuck you want. Ba, ba, ba. Wow, manual pass, that's dedication. Yes, I paid a lot of good money for it. Oh yeah, you see Simba and Pumbaa. And I love this hippo, so cool. Sex on a Tower of Terror? Yeah, if you want to break your dick. Ba, 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 ba. The wrist makes it better. Jesus Christ. Ba, 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 ba. yeah, you get to see the 3 caballeros, which I guess counts for Mexico. 6 on the Pinocchio ride, don't tip me. I guess that would be true, Wizard. Like, if you just wear a mask on the ride and cut the mouth open, they can't ban if you don't know what the face looks like. I guess. Just don't spit. If you're gonna take the con, swallow that shit. Don't spit in the water. Or else that's how they'll know, for sure. Disneyland cares about the water enough that they have to drain it entirely and then clean and then refill it back up. Los 3 caballeros! Tempter, please. No, don't! I don't want to get banned. Wait. Wait. No. Forget what I said then. Hey look, Ariel. The best lolly ever with her booba. Mickey Mouse will perform DNA test on it, yeah. Bigger dick challenge. Oh no. Oh, after all. Little Ariel. I will say this ride is very pretty. And they had Nemo! Nemo! Dory! Oh yeah, we just forgot Lilo and Stitch are in here too. God damn it. Look at him go! Look at him go! They're so quick. Don't mind me, I'm just vibing. Oh, I love that crocodile. So cute with the little umbrella. Look at it. Now we're in America. The small world after all is a small, small world. So if you see this right through a lolly show lens, you'll probably be in heaven. Oh yeah, there's Jessie and Woody. Cause there's lolly shows everywhere, the entire ride. Lolly show here, lolly show there. Misery literally just vibing. I like the music in the short segment of it with the drums. Yeah, it's cute. It's a small world after all. I'm pretty sure Nemo is smaller than the average dick. Why don't you try it out? Why don't we make a test? We'll see just how small Nemo is compared to a dick size. 2-hour analysis video. This ride's pretty long. Does it cover basically every popular Disney movie? Yes, and I guess every country. It is 15-minute long ride. It's very long. I guess we can end it here. We're practically at the end already. So for Small World, I guess a B. A B would be good. It's okay, or maybe a C actually. Yeah, a C. No, because of the Pinocchio thing is really cute, so yeah. B. B is good. What's next on the list? Oh yeah, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Okay, hot take. This ride, I think, is just as overrated as Peter Pan's Flight. This ride is pretty good. In some cases, yeah. But compared to the other dark rides that we're about to cover here, it's kind of... what's a good way to say? It's kind of low in quality. Not to say the ride is bad, but they don't actually use animatronics in this ride. It's mostly kind of like cardboard cutouts like an old school carnival ride. For some reason, I guess it kind of has a charm to it, but I feel like it's overrated. Mostly people like it because of the hell scene in the end, which is very jarring. Like, this is based on Mr. Toad and Ichabod Crane in the Disney shorts, the package films. And for some reason, the hell scene's not even in the movie. And it's like, oh, okay. We'll just put a hell scene because we don't know how to fucking end this ride. Fucking hell. Which, I feel like this ride would be better if they put, like, a Halloween overlay, much like they did for, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Like, for Halloween, they could, theme it after Sleepy Hollow with Ichabod Crane. Which is, you know, those two movies are pretty much packaged together. So, I don't see why they wouldn't. I guess it'd be a lot of work. But, I don't know. I feel like they should have. I think there's, like, concept art of, like, when this ride was being planned for. Like, they initially wanted it as a Sleepy Hollow ride, but they changed their minds and just went with Toad instead. Which I guess I don't know how many people like actually seen the movie version. It's kind of obscure in a way. People just remember Mr. Toad because of the ride. Same reason with they only remember Bear Rabbit because of Splash Mountain, because of course that movie is not very accessible, but this movie is, but it's very old. It's like during the 40s basically. And the package movies were like, not many people remember it, but you know, it is what it is. For this ride, I put it in C. I know a lot of Disney fans are gonna kick my ass over this because they jump up and down and they love this ride too much. Ichabod Crane short traumatized me. Oh wow. I can imagine why, because of the Headless Horseman scene was pretty yabai. But I think this ride is okay. Don't worry, this will be shorter. This will be shorter than Small World, don't worry. I feel like this ride is okay. But at the same time, not much can be said. Not much can be said because, you know, it's kind of a smaller ride in comparison. As of now, Disneyland has been updating like previous Fantasyland rides. Like, they recently updated Snow White, and they've already done that for Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and I feel like this ride is gonna probably be next, or Pinocchio's ride is gonna get a refurbishment. But I think this ride probably needs it more. You put like a bit more modern technology while still keeping the same flair. But this ride is kind of fun because it is a little faster than the normal you know, dark rides. This is a good film to watch on Halloween, by the way. I would definitely try to remember to stream it. I remember liking this one. Yeah, a lot of people like it. This ride is very popular, despite being smaller in quality. Bucho's a lifetime commitment? Yeah, he understands. You get it, Adonis. This ride is fun, but, you know, it's probably not for me. So as you can see, most of it is kind of cardboard cutouts and not like the traditional animatronics. I don't know why they made that decision. Which is why I feel like this is a little smaller in quality, like I said. Not to sound like a broken record, but that's just how I feel. Because I feel like this ride is a little, it's overrated. It's like, I don't really go out of my way to go on this ride as often. But it has some good moments. It's kind of like Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, but without the spinning. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a very short queue. It's hardly a queue at all. I feel like the best part is, I guess, towards the end, which a lot of people would agree is the best part. Yeah, it's a very old school dark ride. Like, this was one of the dark rides that was part of the opening day attractions. Oh, I hate this part, the part with the train. So you get hit by a train and you go straight to hell because that's the Disney way. It's also very toasty here. But yeah, it's very short. Yeah, that's one way to end the ride. Just fucking put him in hell. We don't know what happens to Mr. Toad after. Fuck, just hell. Just hell, okay? Just hell. I feel like this ride would be fitting for you, Shira. Because there's like demons and shit. There's hell in it. So anyway. That ride, I guess, C. Good, not great. It's an okay ride. Next. Now this ride is very overrated. Peter Pan's Flight. I would put you in C or B. I guess B. It's good. Well, actually, no, fuck, it's C. It's good, but if you want to risk it and wait 40 hours or even 2 hours in line just to ride it, an otherwise 2-minute ride, then that's on you. It's good. It has really good show scenes, better than Mr. Toad. But for fuck's sakes, why would the line be 2 hours? Right? For a 2-minute ride, no less. It's like, what? What? Why? It's pretty though. It's really pretty. If you're like a really big Peter Pan simp, like look at this timestamp. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's probably counting maybe a little bit of the queue. I don't know. But 3 minutes. Think about it. Think about it for a second. If you're waiting like maybe 2 hours, the ride is only 2 minutes. Are you really getting your fill? Or like, are you? You can't go on it again. You have to wait another 2 hours. And people jump up, like, constantly jumping up and down because they love this ride so fucking much. It's pretty, but it's not worth it. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? I've done it to myself. In the fucking heat. It was terrible. Now you know what I got? A fucking 2-minute ride. Peter Pan. Why? It's pretty though. Look at it. But I think Disney World's version is better because they have a longer queue. It's cute though, look at it. You go up in the air. This is also an opening day attraction. Very infamous. Yeah, long waits are a bummer. Yeah, and there's no fast pass. There's no like guarantee that you'll go in sooner than everyone else. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Ready? Here we go. It is an adorable ride though. The only problem is the fucking wait time. Yeah, the hanging aspect is cool. Hold on, I think. Oh, hold on. The audio's not working on this one. Voice crack. Hold on. I'll just watch a different video. I think they have to take out some of the audio from that one. Sorry about that, folks. Let's go. Ba-ba-da. Howdy, Lidwig. Here we go. That's just how I should start my streams. I should just have the audio clip of Peter Pan say, "Here we go." Oh, the stars beyond the blue, to Neverland, waiting for you. Yeah, but the city is not the best part. The best part is what comes after. This is mostly why this ride is like regarded as the best one. Even though I still think it's overrated as fuck. It's the Starry Neverland scene! It's so pretty! Da, 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 da. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Just by looking at it, it kinda almost feels worth it to wait that long wait time. Because it's so pretty. And you're like suspended in the air and shit. And this is literally the only Disney ride that has this feature. It is so pretty. Oh, Lolliparo, Lolliparo, Lolliparo. Between you and me, out of all the Peter Pan rides that exist in multiple Disneyland rides, I feel like Shanghai Disney is actually the best one. Look, it just ends. It just ends. You just go in the corner. Look, it's already finished. The lighting is really pretty, but look. You're already finished. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Jesus Christ. And for that, because this ride was 2 minutes, we're gonna watch the Shanghai Disneyland's version because their version is actually way better. It's actual an improvement. Look, you can tell it's an improvement because it adds two more minutes to it. It's 4 minutes now. Yeah, but this one's really good. Keep in mind this is gonna be in Chinese because of course it's in Shanghai, but look, they made us show the statue of Peter Pan. I blinked and I missed it. Better wait 2 hours again. Yeah, I hated that the lines are longer than the ride. But back it out really fast. Yes, for now we're watching the Shanghai version, which they use like more modern technology for this, and it's so good. But I will say the interactive queue they put for Disney World version is actually really nice as well. I wish I could go on this. This is so good. You'll know what I mean. Imagine a world where the queue is 2 minutes and the ride is 2 hours. Jesus Christ. I better be watching a movie on that ride. Oh, you get a little peek of what's to come with Tinkerbell. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, look at that scene! Nana! Even at a Nana. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can Look at that scene, that's so nice! Even though it's a screen, it still works. Yeah, see, the ride looks way better. They even kept the starry scene. Kawaii ne. It's just that overseas Disney parks, they have more budget. As for here, Western Disney is way more limited. I love the change in soundtrack. And the transition to Skull Rock. So good. You even get to see a trapped Tinkerbell. They even added this scene in. I will say the implement of the screen kind of helps, because at least the characters don't look so stiff. See, look how good that is! Look how good! That was a good transition! See, this version is so much better, and I'm like, jealous. Look how good those animatronics move, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Why is this better? Take me here instead. I would definitely wait 2 hours in line for this. Let's just say. That's true. Money isn't everything if you know what you're doing. And these people, they know exactly what they're doing. They're like, let's take this ride and enhance it. If this were the Tokyo Disneyland version, I would definitely put it in like A or S tier. But this version is like a C. Now we get to the good part. Boy, 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 boy. Boy, wife. Fuck you. Fuck you, Sunderman. You go here now. Boy, wife, 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 boy, wife. Shot the right, shot the right, shot the right. Shot the right, oh, shot the right, oh. Shot the right, oh. Let's not waste any time. Shot the right, oh, Pinocchio. I know I'm probably hyping it up a lot. Truthfully, the ride is good. It's okay. Well, actually, it's not just okay. It's really good. Even though it's not an opening day attraction, it gets treated a lot less because of that. And I don't know why. Like, what the fuck? He deserves it. His ride is good too. Like, look at my boy. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Boy, wife, boy, wife, boy, wife, boy, wife. Paku, paku, paku. Oh, let's see what the good video is. The one from 2 years ago or the one for 10 months? Let's try this one. My boy! I go on this ride at least twice per visit. Yeah, ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Be a celebrity da 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 da. They have this ride only here in Paris and in Tokyo, and sadly they don't have this in Disney World. Dilly dee, not this life for me. Ready to be a celebrity, not this life for me. Wah, ugly bastard. Yeah, bye. Oop. Ah, here comes the best part, Pleasure Island. Shota Island! Yeah, there's one in Paris too. Shota Island! Paku, 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 paku. We only have 3 in total, I believe. Like, this ride was in Tokyo first in the 1980s. And then they brought it to the US like around a year after. In the 80s. So this is definitely opening day attraction in Tokyo Disneyland rather than in Disneyland. Ooh, Lampy. Ah, and this is the only ride where they say jackass. And this is the very sad part. No! Shota Donkey Boy's in peril. Save them! Not wave yet. I heard a lot of people got traumatized of this ride because of Monstro. Which is kind of like a jump scare. I think it's actually pretty okay. In my opinion. So, yeah. So it's created in Japan, they moved to US. Wow. Yeah. Pretty interesting, huh? This used to be the Mickey Mouse Theater. Oh yeah, stream cut out. Go min. I think it's okay now, maybe? Hopefully. It's kind of going like red and yellow now. Ooh, ah. Oh no. Hold on, BRB. Ua. F. Oof, it died. Hold on. I guess Pinocchio kinda killed it. Whoopsie daisy. I think it's fine. Unless if I restart stream, would that be okay or something? I don't know. uh Dang it, why did Pinocchio have to kill my stream? Oof. Ba. Is it okay now? Low FPS at the moment. Ah. Still a bit laggy, but audio works, huh? Dang it, it's been going so good and now there's scuff. I don't know if I should restart OBS. Fact my rig isn't catching up. Huh. Just give me a sec to figure this out. If you don't mind. I'll be putting on some tunes to keep you all busy. Take this time for like a little pee break if you don't mind. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully stream is going by well. I think it's mostly my internet connection that was being a little scuffy at the moment. So hopefully we can continue stream until we are finished with the tier list and gushing about Disneyland. My apologies. Pinocchio pretty much broke stream for me. Whoops! I guess my my love for him just kinda broke the stream. So hopefully it won't happen again because we already covered him. But I will put in short, it's a good ride. Even if I didn't have the brain rot, I would still consider this a ride that I would go on each and every visit. Because the lines are never long. Compared to Peter Pan, the lines for this are usually very short. So I get to ride on this at least twice a visit, even more if I felt like it. So hi, Scuff is gone now. Yeah, I think it was just my internet connection. Nothing else was interfering, I think. So hopefully we can just go back and we can talk about Disney again. Yeah. So let's go back. Where were we? We just covered Pinocchio's Daring Journey. I say it's a really good ride. I just wish they could possibly refurbish it in the future. Much like how they are now with other Disneyland rides in Fantasyland. Because I think there's definitely some scenes they could fix. Like the transformation scene with Lampwick. I feel like that could be really cool if they implemented the shadow scene where he like forcibly goes on all fours, yells for his mama, and then you see the reveal of him as a donkey. And I feel like they could also fix some stuff that kind of few things out of order. Like, I guess we don't really see much Geppetto's workshop, or at least the beginning portion of the movie in the ride. We just kind of cut to Stromboli. And I feel like they should implement Nostron and Gideon a bit more. Those are just my nitpicks. But other than that, it's a really good ride, and I would recommend it to anyone who, you know, hasn't been to Disneyland. They want like a nice little cute ride. Not too many lines. And, you know, it's just the right amount of boy wife cunny. I woo too hard. And then the stream just broke. Favorite film that isn't Disney? Depends. Are you speaking of live action? Or possibly other animated movies that are not Disney? I guess maybe some Ghibli movies would definitely fit that category for animated movies. We can go more in depth in that for some other stream. It has boy wife and that's all you need to know. Exactly. Well put. It has boy wife, that's all you need to know. Probably the best one. Better than Peter Pan because the lines are not that long. And I wish that ride could get more attention. Because I feel like out of the other rides, it's very underrated. In my opinion. So let's go next one. Next one is an interesting one. This is gonna be a double feature. I would put this in B. Snow White's, or at least it used to be her scary adventures. Now it's her, I think her fantastical wish or something. Something like that. They changed it just so the ride is less scary, which in my opinion kind of makes the ride I guess okay, but not as thrilling. Yeah, the internet needs correction if you know what I mean. So what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like they tried to tone it down more. It's not as scary. And I remember when I was a very young, small puppet, going in this ride was very yabai for me. Because, you know, it has scary in the title. It's a dark and menacing castle amongst the other really cutesy rides and everything. So I'm just like, huh. That's a yabai for me. But now, when I'm older, I rode on it. It's actually really good. And really scary. Because of the freaking witch, which you'll see. But Now that they changed it, they still kept the witch scenes, but it's really more toned down. You don't see the forest or anything. If you rode on the ride, you'll at least know what I mean. So let's compare the two. Let's see what you think, chat. Which would you prefer? Let's see. Snow White's Scary Adventures. We'll go for the first one. And you tell me, which one do you prefer? So, yeah, this is the quote-unquote last day. This is like the original version. You see a very yabai castle. It's all dark and dreary. You even have the poison apple, and if you touch it, you get that. And the queue is very short, but you get to see, like, you know, something of what's to come. Like, you see a scary dungeon. And of course, it's kind of a tradition, because I treat this like a wishing well. You throw coins at it. Why? I don't know. It's a tradition. They still do it to this day. You'll even see a dollar bill in there. Wait, it's a dank dungeon and the video is 420 long? I didn't even notice that. But yeah, I guess it is. It's a very dank ride. I do miss the old version, but even so, the new version is actually really good. When you see the new show scenes that with like modern technology and everything, it's actually really pretty. But nothing will compare to, you know, the old version. This brings back a lot of memories. I will say, other Fantasyland rides that I mentioned before, they have gotten some changes, but I feel like this one is like the most drastic change because it's a different ride entirely. See the dwarf's mine? You get probably the most infamous scene right here. Yeah, this is where the scary element comes in. It's just the witch's design always creeps me the fuck out. Oh no, this bitch using the flash. They need correction. Well, you never been to Disneyland, you should definitely go. At least for once in your life. No! But that's like one major issue that this ride had. Like the ending was so abrupt. Like it just ends with her falling. And then like happily ever after. That's it. It's like, okay, I can see why they wanted this changed. Ah, Enchanted Wish, that's what it's called. So this is the refurbished version. This is like the new one. So let's see, and you can give me your honest opinion on what you think. And you see from right here, you can tell the castle is different. It's brighter. It's pink. It's like yellow pinkish. Yeah, it's so sudden, right? That's probably why they wanted to change it, because they wanted to give her a proper ending. Oh, hi, Garu. You made it just in time for Snow White. Oh no, you skipped over the book. Dang it. Oh yeah, they changed the quote-unquote dungeon scene, and now it's Snow White's room. It's actually very pretty. And you see, they still throw coins in here. And this video was just from last year. Yeah, already a lot of big changes. Some of my favorite non-Disney movies. I mean, when I was younger, it never scared me. I just thought that she was ugly, that's it. She used to scare me. I feel like the scene is a lot brighter now. And also, you see that now she's dancing. Ba ba da ba ba. Ba ba da ba ba. Is this the Snow White Scary Adventure revision? Yeah. We're just comparing the two. I do like the scene they added here. It's a nice transition to this one. A nice transition to the dwarf mines, which I think is a lot better. Yeah, it's definitely more colorful in here compared to the previous version. And I'm also glad that they kept this scene in still. Because I feel like the scene is pretty famous. So they changed the dungeon, it's now a laboratory. Which, I guess not nearly as scary, but I guess it kind of makes sense with the context of the movie. Yeah, this scene is a lot shorter now. They still kept it though. And this is where it gets good! So pretty! There's this refurbished version looks a hell lot better. Yeah, in some cases, yeah, it's really good. Well, now it has a proper ending. So yeah, that's the two versions of Snow White. I would say this is a good update, in my opinion. I would definitely put this in B. It's an okay dark ride, in my opinion, but it's like really good. Again, the lines are really short. You can just go on this as many times as you want. Or at least like in the beginning when the revamped version, it was just like it was new. Like the lines for that were super long because you know it was like a new thing and everyone wanted to see it. That was the only time when Snow White was actually super long. But now it's definitely calmed down a lot more, so it's bearable. You could just go on as many times. Like, this is def better. I like the update much. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I agree that this is actually a really good update, despite that it's less scarier. I just think it's a good balance, I guess. Comparably. I think the second one is snazzy, but it's a shame that it's not as spooky as the first. Yeah, I agree. It's really good, but it's a shame that it's not as scary as it was infamously known for. But it is what it is. So I say that's like a B. A good B. Now it's Storybook Canal, which interestingly enough is a pretty cute ride. I would put that in C. The line for that is sometimes a little long, depending on the time of day, but it's like a very small, chill ride, mostly for children, like really small ones. But it's I would say it's very cute. It's like a good time killer if you just like You're not doing much during the day. You just want to chill. You don't want to go on Small World. You just want to something, you know, small, chill, relaxing. I would say Storybook Canal is definitely a good ride for that. Not a ride I would go on as often as most of these other dark rides. Well, it's not really a dark ride. It's just, you know, a fun boat ride taking you through different miniatures based off on different Disney movies. So we can go see that. What can happen? And it's the only ride where you can get bored by monsters. So I guess there's that. Like, see? That's even a thumbnail. You get bored by monstro. It's a cute ride. Nothing special. It's just cute.
Now for your safety, we ask that you please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside our boat at all times, and please supervise your children so our story doesn't take any unexpected turns.
It can still be a little spooky without being outright terrifying. Yeah, that's true.
But those who are lucky enough to
Wow,
magical or even menacing. But not to worry, although it looks like we're passing through the jaws of Monstro, we're actually being transported into a magical place called Storybook Land.
So I guess when you get eaten by monster, you get isekai'd into Disney worlds? I guess that's something that should be implemented in Kingdom Hearts. Like, instead of flying through space on a gummy ship, you're just going inside Monstro. And I will say the miniatures are really cute. And there's Casey Jr. train passing by.
Now, friends, of course, like all good stories, ours will start with once upon a time, or in this case, a big bad wolf on our left in his cave. Now, he's always after the three little pigs, but lucky for them, they live across the way. One house made of straw, one house made of sticks, and one house made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. But then our story takes a strange turn. For just around the corner is a small English village home to Alice. Now, this is where one golden afternoon she chased the white rabbit down the rabbit hole and fell all the way down into Wonderland, where things only became curiouser and curiouser from there. Now, friends, Storybook Land is full of fascinating places. Places like London Park.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
This is where Peter Pan and the darling children first flew into Neverland, where they never ever have to grow up.
It's a charming little ride, I will give it that.
And straight ahead we have the City of Mystery and Enchantment, otherwise known as Agrabah. Now, this is where one day a street rat named Aladdin went into the marketplace and stole Jasmine's heart.
Aww.
With the power of love and help from Genie, they now live happily ever after in the Sultan's palace on the hill. I guess you could say Aladdin was always one joke.
Ah, there's Casey Jr. again.
Now, friends, love and light really shine here in Storybook Land, just like the twinkling arches above us. They're shining, shimmering, and splendid. And
well, you can't really see it because it's during the day.
Sideways and under, on their magic carpet ride to a whole new world. And now we're approaching the dark and mysterious Cave of Wonders. Can I have everybody go, ooh?
Ooh.
Everybody go, ah.
Ah.
Cave of Wonders, whose treasure bears a curse that only the Genie can lift. Now, legend has it, whoever sets the Genie free will be granted 3 magical wishes. Let's all make a wish and see if it comes true.
I wish for more Cunny. That's my wish.
Now, friends, coming out of the Cave of Wonders, on the right-hand side, you'll see the cozy cottage in the forest. Now, that was home to the 7 dwarfs who gave Snow White shelter in return for her kindness when she fled the evil queen. If you look to the left, you'll see Cinderella's blue roof chateau. This is where she wished to go to the ball, but was left behind. But not to worry, Cinderella was granted her wish eventually, but when she did not return from the ball by midnight, well, her carriage turned back into a pumpkin, and is still there up on the bridge to this day. And while magic does have its limits, thankfully love does not. And now Cinderella and her Prince Charming live happily ever after in the pink castle on the hill.
Da, 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 da. She wished for all of us. Yes,
Over
I
here
did.
On our left, you'll see our hills of quilted flowers. These are inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon, Lullaby Land. And for anyone on board who's wondering, they're all 100% real. And thanks to my friend Tinkerbell and a little bit of her pixie dust, they never ever have to grow up. Now, friends, as we come under the bridge here, on the left you'll see the story of Wind in the Willows. This is where Mr. Toad and his friends went on a wild adventure. And I'm sorry, friends, it doesn't look like he's home right now, as he's off on a wild ride too.
Nowhere in particular.
And over here we have the story of Frozen. This is the story of two sisters, Anna and Elsa.
Two incestuous sisters.
Magic, the power of love.
Taku, and there's Taku.
This is where he was
Ino-chan!
puppet to become a real boy. And thankfully the blue fairy granted his wish, but only after Pinocchio saved him from the belly of Monstro. Here on the left,
His village is very cute. I want to live in there.
Sauna, I hear he's having a big summer blowout. Everybody go woohoo!
Woohoo!
Now, friends, as we come out of the tunnel, on the right-hand side, you'll see Princess Castle. This is where Ariel traded in her finster feet, and where she finally became a part of our world. And although her story ended there, she has her beginnings here on our left in the underwater city of Atlantica, or as I like to call it, the front side of water.
That's a meta
Well,
joke.
friends, it's been a pleasure to have you guys today. On behalf of myself and all our storytellers here, we want to thank you for spending some time with us. And we wish you the very best on the rest of your day here at Disneyland.
Thank you, Mr. Yes, the sisters fuck. Of course they fuck.
Keeping your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat and away from the dock.
Yeah, so that's a cute ride. Nothing special, but you know, it is what it is if you want a chill ride. And then there's Dumbo. There's really not much to see in this one. It's just an okay ride. I don't ride it as often. I kind of skip it for most of the time. It's cute to look at though. It's mostly just, you know, elephants flying. It's mostly good for smaller kids. There's really not much to see. I haven't actually been on Casey Jr. I'll just put that out there. That's a ride I usually skip. Every time I see it, it looks like super crowded. Because you're like in small spaces in one of the loading wagons, I guess you can call them. So I don't really go out of my way to ride it, and I have actually never rode on it, surprisingly. I don't know, it just never sparked my interest, same with Dumbo. So there's really not much to see. I mean, you did see Casey Jr. in the Storybook Canal. So now we get to the best part. I would say, yeah, S tier. This is actually the best dark ride there is. Better than Peter Pan, in my opinion. This actually has like the most effort put into it. And I've actually loved this ride since I was very little, and I would definitely try my best to go on that ride as many times as I could. And it's definitely worth it. It's so good. It is so good. And they did recently change it. They just change around a few scenes here and there. But yeah. Let's go watch it right now. Let's see. Do this one. Up, up, up. I will say this is a really good ride. If you've been on it, you'll know. Really, Wizard? Dumbo was your favorite Disney movie? I appreciate your choices.
My adventures in Wonderland began when I followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. All of a sudden,
I fell! Down, down, down. Oh, hold on. Let me pause it real. Let me answer your question. Is there a term for different types of ride? The scenery looking ones versus the mobility ones like Coke? I guess for Disney fans, they kind of categorize it like... No, what's a good phrase for it? Like e-ticket ride? Like e-ticket rides or like for the more thrilling rides? I don't know what's a good term for like the more scenic rides. Because usually for rides like the Alice one, that's like considered a dark ride. Because those are very scenic, and of course you're like in a darker area. So I don't know if that helps with like answering the question. But those are usually what come to mind, or at least what I hear from other Disney fans, how they discuss or sorry, I'm like twisting my words. How they categorize different Disney rides, I guess. I don't know. There's no better term for it, so I just call it, coasters like an e-ticket ride. Rides like this like a dark ride, I guess. This is a really good one. Oh, why is it so bright? Hold on, I'm gonna change it. This is too bright. Like, why is this so saturated? Bruh. Don't gotta do this. Let's do this one. This ride looks really, really pretty at night, especially since it's right next door to the Alice Mad Tea Party ride, which is really nice when it's lit up. But during the day is good too, don't get me wrong. By scenic, do you mean outside? Yeah, because dark rides are usually very scenic. They're not thrill rides, they're like scenic rides. But sometimes there are rides that like take place outside that are scenic. Oh hey Roddy. Nice to see you here. I'm glad Alice is your favorite because it is for me too. That and Pinocchio, they're like both of my top tier favorites. Especially love this scene. Yeah, because this ride definitely feels like they put more effort into it, aside from Peter Pan, which is like a very, very short ride. They actually have very immersive scenes. And also, Alice. You can't go wrong with Alice. Lolian showed us solidarity. This way. But also, I guess it's also because of nostalgia, because this is a childhood favorite. Oh, waste a drop. So let the paper be spread. The petticoat is red. Croquet? Whoa. Oh no, yeah, bye. Yeah, bye. If you're wondering, does that sound like a goofy scream? And yes, that was definitely intentional. Ah, you've been lurking? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. And learning a lot. Oh, see, look at that. Look how pretty that looks with the Mad Tea Party over there. It looks super pretty at night. This is probably the only dark ride that actually has this this little segment here where you can just, go outside and transition back inside into the ride. Ba-bum, ba-bum. I have birthday too. Oh, you love teacup rides? Kipa! Just for you, let's go to the Alice Mad Tea Party, which is literally right next door. Yes, but give me the one... Well, I don't know. Should I go for the one at night? Let's see. At night. I will say this is an okay ride. I don't go on it as often. But it is very pretty to look at when you're like, you know, you're like walking past it. This ride is more fun when you're like with friends, of course. Yeah, it is definitely better in person. Teacuppy! Ba-bum. You can fit all of Small Alive in one teacup. Isn't it a coincidence we all have the same on birthday? I know, crazy, right? Yeah, how fast can you spin the teacups without hurting your arms? Because my arms hurt really, really bad after and during. Yes, it is fun for 4 or more people. But it's very hard to spin because the wheel is like so thick. I also like the rides where you're like in a swing and you spin around the air. Oh yeah, I think you would like the Silly Symphony swings then that's in California Adventure because those are basically that. Very fun though. Wait, why was there a warning on Spanish? Because some people who go there speak Spanish. Spin so fast you throw up. Exactly. Bye-bye! Yeah, Silly Symphony has a ride, but that's in California Adventure. That was fun. Hope you guys didn't throw up while you tried watching it. All the spinny winnies. Yeah. I guess I'll move this like... It's a good C. It's funner when you're with a group of people. Otherwise, it's just like... okay to watch from the distance. So, yeah. Matterhorn, now this is a ride that leaves you sore in the morning. Or literally just after you ride on it. I don't like it. It's like way too bumpy. It's really fast and you like when you're riding you feel your back cracking. Like sure it's an opening day attraction and everything. It's like famous and everything. But it's so painful. The lines for it are always super long, but I guess out of all the coaster mountain themes, this one's like not for me. But we can watch it. At the Horn Mountain. I hope you guys been enjoying like me commentating over Disneyland rides. Excuse me. But yeah, it's fun. I can go like more in depth. Yeah, it's true. I went to this land once with Adonis and Agile, and we all tried to go on the spinny teacup ride. Not as fast as you might think. Maybe we just have really weak arms, but it's like, not as fast. I'm glad you're enjoying the commentary. I'm trying my best to explain everything. The best of my ability. Oh yeah, they changed this like years ago. Like it used to be like the ride formatting that you would sit on someone else's lap. So imagine how painful it is for the other guy's dick. Cause this ride is incredibly bumpy. You don't want to have a broken dick after riding this ride. So thankfully they changed it and now you just sit individually. I don't know why that was, but I remembered it. How the ride used to be like in the 90s, early 2000s. You gotta go on a suspicious carnival one. Those are the best. I imagine those super rickety ones. It is super painful on your back. Oh yeah, bye. It's really fun though, but at the same time it's like, why? Oh. I want a girl to break my dick on that ride. Did you broke someone's steam misery? I don't know. I think I mostly went on this ride with girls back when they had the different seating system. So I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that is very possible. And it's super fast too. It may not show in the video. And there's Harold the Yeti. Yes, he has a name. Whoa! No, I did not break his dick. Whoa! 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 So yeah, there's two different tracks. You sometimes like, you know, go past someone else and they're going like in a different way than you are. Very interesting. But I also, this ride was designed by Bob Gurr, which I met at a convention. And he was also featured in a Disney documentary that talked about the making of Disneyland. And I was very grateful to meet him. He designed many other rides as well. Wow! Also the water there is just so they could, you know, cool down the rails. And, you know, because it goes really fast and shit. Also, for some reason, the mountain itself, it's like... You can see it in a certain angle. Like when you're... I think in Main Street you can see it. Because they position in such a way that you can almost always see it. Except like in certain areas, like, you know, the Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, Bob Gurr is a Disney Imagineer. He was one of the Imagineers who was there on opening day, like back when Walt was still alive. So it was a pretty big deal, especially since he's still alive for now. And here is King Arthur's Carousel. Not really a ride I go on as often, but I like to pass by it. It's basically just like the typical carousel. But for some reason, on the inside, you see portraits of Sleeping Beauty, even though this is supposedly Sword in the Stone themed, hence the name. So, I don't know why is that. They could have just used images from Sword in the Stone instead. But, whatever. And this is Sleeping Beauty's castle. Castle walkway. It's a walkthrough, like, inside the castle. But I would not recommend it if you're claustrophobic because the areas are like so crowded. Crowded and also very narrow. It's not very good. The scenes that you see, that you like walk past by, those are pretty and all, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're claustrophobic. Also, it's dark. It's definitely made for tiny kids. Not for like, you know, adults and shit. Oh yeah, and here is the Main Street. Main Street train. I would definitely put this in C. I don't go on it as often, but it does make for a really good, I guess what's the word you could call it in video games? Oh yeah, fast travel, because it takes you through different areas of the theme park. Plus, it has like a really neat scenery, so it's not like you're just going on a train and, you know, probably not expecting much. Main Street train. It's very cute, but also very handy. if you just want to go from like point A to point B. So this is like another good relaxing train that you can go on. Yeah, another relaxing thing you can go on when you're just super tired. But also, I went on this ride with a now ex-friend of mine. And I was lucky enough to go on the VIP wagon of the train because there was a bit of a scuffle that happened between my ex-friends and another person who was sitting because they didn't want to move down so we can have like a spot to sit, and they were being very difficult, I guess you could say. And my ex-friend is a cast member. I don't know if they still are, but they knew someone who worked on this ride as well. So they were like, you know what, I'll just open the VIP train for you. And I don't have pictures on this laptop, but I do have pictures of the inside the Lily Bell train, which is a train that Walt specifically named after his wife and used it just so he could ride it together with his wife or with any celebrities at the time. So, yeah, it was cool. Also, you can see inside a Splash Mountain. So that was cool. That was like a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing that I don't think I'll be able to do again for the Lily Bell train. So, yeah. So we're passing by Critter Country. What's the difference between VIP wagon and normal wagon? Oh, I'm gonna post pictures of that on Twitter later. But it's like super fancy. But it's not like here where it's like more of an outdoor area. It's like an actual train caboose. You get like your own little room and it's like fancy and you have chairs and everything. You're not like sitting elbow to elbow with other people as well. So it's like very private and exclusive. Yes, Walt did fucking love his trains. Why else would Disney have like, 3 train rides in his theme park? The scenery is nice though. When are we getting into that VIP club in New Orleans Square? I don't know. I don't intend to. Club 33 is another ball game. I don't think I'll be lucky enough for that. Disney was a train fanatic. Yes, he was. Fun fact, these trains are named after past animators who used to work for Disney. Okay, you say that, but if you're gonna get in, you have to let me in too. Yeah, I guess maybe I will make a great skipper. Or just a tour guide in general. Now we're in Toontown.
Hello, everyone. It's just stuff that's already happened on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños.
Do I have Walt's D size? It's these nuts.
The happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its a small world just below us. And, off in the distance, the majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Ah, yeah, you can see Matterhorn from here.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined.
Oh yeah, once we get to Tomorrowland, I would try to go into more depth why that park is like kinda meh. Would you have lived in the Epcot houses if they were made? No. The rent will probably be a shit ton. Much like what they're doing now with Disney Springs. It's like what, 8 million just to live there? No thanks. Wait a minute. Okay. I was like, did they show the indoor scenes? And I'm like, yeah, they did. Yeah, they do. Disney Springs sounds like a dystopian meme. It is. It is. Listen, I love Disney, but I don't love Disney that much. Plus, I'm poor. Yeah, this ride definitely was a good way to rest your feet. I'm glad Disney implemented like chill rides like these. Because believe me, you would definitely be walking a lot in the park. Oh, is it Cave Johnson? Not gonna lie, I think that name sounds familiar, but I can't remember who that is.
The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children, and no flash photography. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Okay, now we see the indoor show scenes. They're very nice to look at. I don't think it really is Cave Johnson, but it definitely sounds like him. I feel like those goats, they could just jump on you at any time. Now dinosaurs. I guess it does look a little spooky. you never seen Jurassic Park? What the hell? The first Jurassic Park is good.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving this year,
Hi, fish. Yeah, the Main Street train is low-key a dinosaur ride, I guess. Probably the only one here at Disneyland. Yeah, that was fun. So I would definitely put the train like in C rank. It's an okay ride, mostly if you just want to chill. So next, Astro Blasters. It's kind of the same vein as Dumbo. You just go around and round and round. Up in the air. Nothing special. Not put an E. I don't really go out of my way. And before we hit up... Actually, no. Let's just go to Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster. This one is good. Only if you're with friends, though. Only if you're with friends. Because it's like a shooting range type of ride. So, it's kind of like arcadey in a way because you can shoot targets which you can barely hit. Because for some reason, you can never get the target just right. But you can get like high score and you can like gloat about it. It's like, oh, I got this many. No, like, no, I got that many. So this is like probably the only Toy Story ride that's in Disneyland. There's like another one, but that one is like in California Adventure. But yeah, this is like a fun ride. Only when you're in it with friends. Oh, Master Ass Blaster, yeah. That's how Buzz likes it. It sounds like fun and almost familiar.
The sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance, the evil Emperor Zurg.
Does Florida have one too? I am not sure. I'm very biased on my knowledge with Disney World because I've never been there.
Without themselves, we'll all be powerless and at the mercy of Zurg.
I like to see you try, Agile. Just try to get like the score and everything.
Junior Space Rangers, listen up. Zurg is using the stolen battery cells to energize his secret weapon. Our mission is to find his robots and his secret weapon.
Man, who remembers it's a sketch.
Wow, they do look like a fresh coat of paint. They're looking amazing.
Wow, looking amazing.
Too.
So yeah, it's a very basic, straightforward ride. Shoot the Z targets, and you might hit it, you might get a score. Yeah, sounds like a ride to get bragging rights for, exactly. Yeah, I miss Etch-a-Sketch, but now he has smartphones and things are not as magical as they used to be in the 90s. My arms will get tired just by holding the gun up high too long. So I would try to get a certain target and I couldn't. I was like, fuck. Wait, great way to break a guy's dick? Yeah. Great way to break a guy's dick? How so? Oh, just by riding Matterhorn. You missed it, but when you watch the VOD, I explained how the riding system. Like, before you would have to sit on someone's lap. And that would just count as like one cart. But now it's like separated, so it's like individually seated. And the ride is like incredibly bumpy. To the point where I feel like it would be possible to break a guy's dick. You don't even have to do anything. You just sit on his lap and it's like, bunk, broke. Fish, we need your help to research this. No, we were discussing Tower of Terror. There are multiple dick breakers. Yes, multiple dick breakers. I feel like Tower of Terror is definitely one of them. Oh, is that so, introvert? So one thing I recall of the Buzz ride is one of the murals was repaint to remove reference to the Buzz Lightyear Star Command show because all the exes at Pixar hated that show. That's very interesting. I did not even know that. I remember watching that show though. There's a hidden one. Invincible! Tower of Terror could break my dick anytime. You're very brave, fish. Mickey Stick Smasher 9000. Yeah, I think they mean the Buzz Lightyear Star Command show. It was a show in the 90s. If it's not on Disney Plus because of they hated the show, do you think something similar could it be because why House of Mouse isn't on Disney Plus? I wonder. Because I wish House of Mouse could go on Disney Plus, but it hasn't yet. Yeah, sadly, Tower of Terror got changed to Guardians of the Galaxy. It's still the same ride system, but it's not as scary. It's not even Twilight Zone themed anymore. I know, but what I wonder is if you didn't go somehow... Hold on, let me read that. But I wonder if you didn't go with someone, would they make you sit on the stranger's lap? That's a good question. I am not sure, but I don't know. I think that you would just have to sit by yourself unless I don't know if they needed an extra party. I feel like you would just have to sit by yourself, but that would be kind of yabai if you had to sit on some stranger's lap. But you know, it wouldn't put it past me if that was possible. Could be the same reason. If it is the same reason, that's kind of shitty because I still really want House of Mouse to be on Disney Plus in HD. Anyway. Yeah, this ride would be in D. It's not a ride I go on as often, but it's an okay ride. Now, Autotopia, I fucking hate this ride. Fuck this. Fuck Autotopia. It's so boring. I don't even want to show footage. It's so boring. I don't care if it's an opening day attraction. It takes up so much space. The lines are so long. The scenery is so shitty. The cars are shitty. I've been on it a few times and it's like, never again. They don't even put good scenery. Anyway, fuck that ride. Fuck Autotopia. I don't give a shit. We're going to Star Tours. Star Tours is pretty good. It's pretty good. Especially now they implemented like more show scenes, so like each time you go on it, it's different. It's still, you know, Star Wars, of course. Like sometimes you get the new Star Wars, sometimes you get the old Star Wars. Before it was just like one show scene, but now they changed it so it could be more diversified. And I've been on a few times. Sometimes I'm like, it was like fine before. Because that was like used to be the only Star Wars ride in Tomorrowland, which makes sense because hey, sci-fi, Star Wars, they mesh, and now we have an actual Star Wars land, so it doesn't feel like it fits that much. Tomorrowland to me just feels like it's lacking in theming because it feels very dated. Like it doesn't feel like futuristic enough, I guess. Because, you know, tomorrow is already the past and everything. And there's like some empty areas, like the people mover is no longer there. And there's like a big area in the way. So it's like, I don't know. I can go more in depth if I could actually show you physically what Tomorrowland is like. But for me, I just feel it's not themed well enough. They were gonna retheme it, but they kind of stopped. They paused it because there's like so many other projects happening at once. So, So until that gets themed, I don't know if we're just gonna still keep Star Tours because I don't see there's a point. I just wanted, you know, maybe like a retro futuristic feel, kind of like how the 50s personify what the future was like with, you know, I guess better way to look at Jetsons. If it's kind of like that, I would kind of like it because Disneyland opened like in the 50s, so it'd be nice if it was like futuristic 50s, like retro and futuristic both at once. That would be a good way to put it. But right now, it's kind of lacking in a lot of ways. There are other videos that better explain this problem, but to me, I feel like it could have been better. Anyway, Star Tours is cool. I like it way better than Smuggler's Run, which is kind of the same. But Star Tours is like more simple. What is this intro? Fuck this intro. Show me Star Tours. So yeah, it's basically you're going to LAX, except Star Wars theme. Also, we get 3D glasses. That wasn't something they had in the old version. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, just putting it out there. I'm just very indifferent. You know, if you like it, you like it, I guess. Don't let me stop you.
I seem to be getting an unusual reading from the binary motivator. Perhaps we should run a systems check.
I think this animatronic for these two are very convincing. Especially how they move. Really add more immersion, exactly, yeah. I'm neutral on Star Wars, same for Star Trek though. Yeah, I'm neutral. It's just not for me. My dad is a big Star Wars fan, so he might like this ride a lot. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. I think he would really like Galaxy's Edge then. I like Star Wars, but only have really seen the first 6 movies. Yeah. I've only seen just a few, not all of it though. It was too long, had too many characters, all which were forgettable, plot you already knew to the end, and had a protagonist that was no actual purpose in the plot will participate. Yeah. Oh yeah, this do back checking. It's kind of cool because they have like a 3D effect where they have a camera but you show up on the screen. That one Pod Racer arcade game was badass though. Oh. For me personally, I have no real opinion on Star Wars. I just think space thing kind of cool sometimes. I wonder how the screen will show since it's gonna be in 3D. None of us are wearing 3D glasses, so Puppet in space when? Maybe soon.
Please pay attention to the following safety information. When the automatic doors have opened, please proceed directly across the ramp into the cabin. Continue to move all the way across your aisle, filling in every available seat. Galactic regulations require that all carry-on items be safely stowed beneath your seats. To fasten your restraint, use the yellow strap to pull the belt out from the right side of the seat and snap the belt into the buckle on your left. For your safety, remain seated throughout your flight with your restraints securely fastened. And please watch your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados, con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado, y cuiden a los pequeñitos.
Please, guys, don't fight over Star Wars. What's Misery's favorite Pixar movie? Oh, that's easy. It's Luca and Ratatouille. Those are top tier, especially Luca because of the fish soda.
You'll be boarding in just a few moments. Thank you.
All passengers, please prepare for immediate boarding.
Is Meet the Robinsons a Pixar movie? No, it's Disney. But you given me an idea. If we like retheme this, like for it to not be Star Wars, it should definitely be Meet the Robinsons themed. Cause it's technically sci-fi, so it would count.
Star Tours 1401, you are cleared for departure. Initiate takeoff sequence.
Meet the Robinson is good for the dad-son content, in my opinion. Some kind of fish Luca watch along here? Yes! We should definitely do that. Oh no, it's so janky. Okay, that kind of works, I guess. Just put the glasses on the camera. Make it less blurry. Robinson was at Space One, wasn't he? Yes, it was. I'm glad the glasses work even with the camera. Blech. Whoa! Also, your seats move around, so that's kind of cool. I was going to say that Meet the Robinson was my favorite Pixar movie. I keep saying they do all the CGI movies. Nah, I think it's Disney. I remember just that one song from Meet the Robinson. Ooh, Red Planet. Oh hey, it's Finn. Yeah, also this ride is kind of bumpy. Even though you don't go anywhere, it's just that your seat moves around a lot. Yeah. That sounds very romantic, Agile. Yes, props to putting the glasses up for it. Wow! Oh yeah, this part is usually different. Last time I rode on it, it was that one chick. Princess Leia, that's... So yeah, that's why I mentioned by different show scenes. Whoa! Whoa! Actually, is it even legal to film stuff like this? I mean, it's on YouTube. They haven't taken it down, so it's fine. There's like videos of every Disneyland ride. I think it's fine. Yes, it's always legal to pirate stuff from giant corporations. Perfectly fine. Where are you going? Knowing Disney, they would get pissy. Always. It's always morally correct to pirate from large corporations because they would not lose a cent. So who cares? It's just hard to believe Disney doesn't care. Yeah. More akin to an experience than just a movie you see in the theaters. Bye-bye. Okay, well there's that. There's that. I would Did I already put a place for it? Yes. So why the fuck are these like so far? Just fixing the order here. It's like, why is it like this? Why are these so far away? Space Mountain! Space Mountain's so cool. But sometimes I don't get a chance to go on Space Mountain despite that I really want to. This will go at an A tier. Really cool. You don't see anything. You just scream in pure darkness. The basic epitome of just being sucked into a black hole and just screaming. Super fast, but sometimes the lines are just way too long. I don't know if it's worthy of like actually showing footage. You literally can't see anything. Even if you tried, it's just pure darkness. It's not even worth it. It's just darkness and screaming. So we can just skip it, but we can go. But since Fish is here, I would never go on this ride. But since Fish is here, we go with the Finding Nemo ride. That's a fish theme ride, even though it's not very good, especially now for COVID, because you're like sandwiched in a very contained space, no ventilation, smells like cat pee or like Rangi pee, I guess. So it's like, I don't like it. Not many people like it. Maybe someone in the chat will like it. Maybe Fish will like it. Let's see. I don't like it. Maybe someone here will. Oh damn, 9 years. Yeah, this ride, as of now, it's still closed. They won't open it for obvious reasons, cause COVID and all that shit. So it's like, we may never know. But it is coming. We don't know when, but it is coming. It's coming back. But as of now, as of today, when I'm speaking, maybe in the future, it'll open. But as of now, it's still closed. And it's been closed since COVID hit. So that really says something. give me the Rangy P litter box experience. Yeah, I'll put you in here. Look how fucking narrow this is. Fucking narrow. And you go in there, it'll smell like Rangy's pee. You're just in a room, elbow to elbow with these people with no ventilation, but you see funny fishies. You will see the funny fishy. Get high from the cat pee. Yes, you will. You'll get high from Rangy's cat pee and you will see fish. You will see fish. What kind of fish do you think I am, mister? Oh my god. You're the best kind of fish. I'm getting dizzy just looking at this. What the fuck is going on? It's just like I'm spinning. Fuck this. Skip. It is pretty though. It is pretty. But it's not worth it. I don't like it. I always have a fear when I go on this ride because we're submerged on the water and I'm like, what if there's a water leak? What if like something bad happens and just the entire thing gets filled up with water and we can't escape in time? That's my fear. This ride just sparks my fight or flight. But thankfully, I'm not on this ride. Underwater scares me, but at least the water is shallow. If one can actually leave the vessel, you're safe. Yeah, I guess so. Time to go on a swimmy swim. Do you feel right at home, fish? Oh no, sorry, Lanka. Again, is it actually a submarine or just a boat? I think it is an actual submarine. Like you are actually submerged underwater. Well, I guess it is kind of a boat. You're being pulled by a rail, I guess. A butt! I find my Shota-san. If both, then not too bad. At least the screens with like, you know, with the props kind of makes it look a bit convincing. Yeah, I'm super late, but this is good to meet you, Misery. Hi, Pon. Nice to see you here. Wow, boom! Just when Wizard said, oh, this ride is super cute and calming, and then explosion. Getting late. Goodbye, Cass. It is getting late here as well, and I do need to eat, so we'll try to speed this up. But that's a one ya bye part. The fucking anglerfish. I crave the violence, so still calming. Boing, boing, boing. Jellyfish! Boing, 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 boing. Actually, this video is pretty long and I do want to speed this up just a tad. So I'm gonna end this right here, but you get the idea. I would definitely, next on the list, I would definitely put Chana Tiki Room on A, but sadly I don't think I'm allowed to post a video of it. Because some of the footage I've seen in the past, they usually have to mute it. Because of, you know, there's a song that plays throughout the entire thing. So, it's just a bunch of singing birds, but it has a lot of history because it was a ride that was also part of the opening day attraction that Walt wanted to have made. So he paid out of pocket just so he could have this ride be a reality. Because he did initially wanted a ride, well, not like a little show / restaurant. But of course he couldn't use real birds, so he just had to go for animatronics. So the Enchanted Tiki Room was actually pretty popular and pretty well known for that fact alone. So I would definitely put an A. It's another area where you could just sit down and relax for at least, I would say, 15 minutes of them singing. There was like one time where it just broke down midway and I was kind of disappointed, but thankfully it didn't actually, you know. So Winnie the Pooh, I would put this in C or D. Not a ride I would actually go out of my way of going unless if it were the Tokyo Disneyland version, because theirs is a lot more improvement compared to what we had. But I think maybe Celeste would like this ride. personally. But I don't think it's for me since I'm not a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. But it's another dark ride that's located next to Splash Mountain Critter Country. And it's kind of like all the way in a corner where you kind of just forget that it's there, fortunately. So, also for great moments with Miss Kid. Let's just put that away, never been on that. Monorail, sadly never been on that. Maybe one day I will. That's like a train that's kind of like the Main Street train that takes you around the entire park. It's pretty cool. Tarzan, never been on it, but I've seen it and it looks super narrow. So, we do have Jungle Cruise next. So let's watch Jungle Cruise. I think Jungle Cruise is like a good C or B. It's very corny, right? Which you'll see because of the quote-unquote dad jokes they implemented on it, which are actually pretty well known. Oh, let's... Also, they did change it because it was a little problematic in some scenes. I don't know if I want to go into detail about, but it is definitely a lot better now, I will say. That jokes? Yeah, you'll see. It's very corny jokes. And the Enchanted Room is very cool. But sadly, I think I would get copyright claimed if I tried to play a clip. So basically, FNAF without the food or bite aid setting. Yeah, mostly. Oh, someone made a Jungle Cruise and Left 4 Dead map? That's pretty neat. Oh yeah, they made a movie about this that I have yet to watch with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I don't know how good it is, so... All I know, they tried to make it kind of similar to Pirates of the Caribbean, which is like, okay. Yeah, Rangy lives on this ride, fun fact. I wonder if the skippers who work on this ride like either get tired of repeating the same jokes over and over, or if they just have fun because they can fuck around. What movie is this one from? It's not from any movie, but they made like a movie inspired by this ride with the same name, Jungle Cruise, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah, sometimes they go a little off script with their jokes. Like sometimes they make cannibal jokes, and those are pretty funny. Aw, that zebra is so dead tired.
Let that be a lesson to you folks. You never want to get in an argument with a rhino. Yeah, he always...
Also, I apologize if I'm being a little quiet. I am definitely getting a little tired. But I do want to get through this list as quickly as I could.
Folks, this isn't good. We're turning into a pool of dangerous hippopotami.
But don't worry, we're almost done.
Big guys charged and sank 6 of our boats. Got 4 words to my focus. Only 5 of those were mine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure they're perfectly in trouble. Everybody, cover your ears. I'm gonna try to scare them out.
Bang, bang.
Good thing I'm so brave. Oh, but don't worry. I didn't even get close to them.
I think you're mistaken for a ride that was in Disney World and Animal Kingdom.
Now, we are not out of the woods yet, folks. If we were, there would probably be fewer trees. Coming up, we have, ooh, that looks like one of our boats. How did that get there? Yeah, it is kind of funny, actually. Just the other day, someone said that my job's so easy a monkey could do it.
I'm glad you like Jungle Cruise Fish. This is definitely a fun ride indeed.
For the record. Let me distract you from that debacle by pointing out some of my favorite plants in the jungle. Those. Balance. And, ooh, yeah, what do we have here? They're probably gonna bug me later. Oh, well, can't worry about them now because it is the moment you've been waiting for. It's the one, it's the only, it's the 8th wonder of the world.
The backside of water!
Yeah, don't ask me how I found that one out. Ooh. But you know what? At this point in the journey, I like to take a moment just to appreciate the local geology. Like all these rocks out here. Yeah, they're actually limestone. A lot of people take them for granted. I think they're kind of marvelous, though. How about you? My sentiments exactly. Probably could have been bolder with that joke, but I think it's a real gem. Oh no. Oh no, there's that. Hungry, hungry, yeah, I don't know how they got all the way here from Hungary, but I'm not sticking around to find out. Ooh, and up ahead, that is a boa sitting in a tree. H-I-S-S-I-N-G. Make sure you don't get too close to him. You might develop a crush on you. Very constricted. There's not something to get wrapped up in. And here on the left, that is Further Scans Gift Shop and Photo Studio. Yeah, he actually bought that camera down the other day. I thought it was a real flash of genius. Looks like it is time for the most dangerous part of the journey, which is the return to civilization. So please keep your hands, arms, feet, legs, head, shoulders, knees, and toes inside the boat. And keep on watching those children and refrain from standing. There's only crazy people stand in moving boats, right? Right. Now, fun fact, if you look on the left, you'll notice a dock. And if you look on the right, you'll notice another dock. We know that can be a little bit confusing, so we just call that a paradox.
Okay, so that was Jungle Cruise. Pretty fun ride, right? Especially with all the puns. So let's move on to the next one. Now we're finally getting to the real meat and potatoes. I don't know why they're so, like, low on the list. But here are the good ones. I don't know if I want to show, like, all of it because I am getting hungry. But let's see. Indiana Jones. Let's speedrun this. This is definitely S tier. The ride is super, super good. Scenery is amazing. Can't get enough of it. Haunted Mansion. We're gonna also put this in S tier. Really famous, infamous ride. Another really good one. And Pirates of the Caribbean. Definitely my favorite. I used to go on this ride all the time as a starter whenever I go to the parks. So let's showcase these rides. Not too long, but just enough that you get an idea. I think this ride is like super good. The scenery inside is like, whoa. If you haven't been on this ride, I would definitely recommend it. Also, apologies, I am getting a little tired and I need food. So let's skip the queue and go straight into the attraction itself. And you're asking yourself, wait a minute, Indiana Jones is Disney now? And I guess they, since they bought Lucasfilms, it kind of belongs in here now. It's like the level of detail in this ride is insane. Can't believe they made a movie based off the Indiana Jones ride. I know, right? Also, it's really bumpy if you sit in the back. Yes, they did. We'll get into that when we get to Pirates of the Caribbean. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba. Wow, 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 skeletons. Wow, wow, wow. I always love going on this ride. It's so cool. You guys are on your own. Mister, how many rides are you allowed to sit on someone's lap currently? I want to say maybe some of the boat rides you can. I want to say Small World and Pirates of the Caribbean you're kind of allowed to. It's not mandatory, but you can. They won't stop you. And those are slow-moving rides with no seatbelt restraints, so that option is there. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Woo! Yeah, this ride is amazing. Let's move on to the next one. But you do get the idea. I think Haunted Mansion was next and Pirates was last. This is a really good aesthetic ride. Everyone, and I mean everyone, loves Haunted Mansion. But for me personally, I think this version and the Christmas version are both really good. Very, very famous ride. Now, we can't have Haunted Mansion without the queue. Corruptible mortal state. Empress Pella betrays an aura of foreboding. Almost over the sensing a despairing metamorphosis. Is his haunted room actually stretching? Or is he using our imagination? To resist dismaying observation, chamber has no windows and no doors. offer you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Let's skip this part. I really love the spooky aesthetics of this ride. Also, there is an urban legend that most people try to spread someone's ashes in this ride, and it's kind of frowned upon. You get like a fine for it that you have to pay for. And not only that, they vacuum up the ashes and they just throw it away. So it's like, rip. Yeah, it's true. I have the layout memorized. Yeah, this is the ashes one. Yeah, really. It's a pretty well-known story. Don't forget there's hidden cameras, so they could basically see you spread those ashes. So they end up resting forever in the vacuum cleaner? More like in the trash. Oh yeah, and this happens often, where there's like interruptions midway because the ride fucks up. See, even Disneyland rides has scuff. By ringing the bell. Why would anyone want to spread their ashes? Because Disneyland. And also because ghosts. And also because they tell you like, oh, we have 999 happy haunts, but there's room for one more. And people take that too literally. Waking awake. I think this is the best part too. I love the ballroom scene, it's so cool. Also, I realize I've been streaming for 3 hours. Jesus Christ. I really am putting in the effort. Concerts hatch away, my waifu. I'm just kidding, Hatbox Ghost is true waifu. Look at him. Grim get to go, about to socialize. Well, I'm glad that we saved the best rides for last, because these are definitely my top favorite. I actually did get a poster of Haunted Mansion and signed by Bob Gurr, so that was really special. 3 hours in and just 3 minutes of scuff. New record. I said I'll try to hide for what a silly spoon may sit by your side. Shrouded in the daft disguise, they pretend to terrorize. Ghosts come out to socialize. One climbs high to dead oak trees, books arrive at a midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize. Gonna ghosts about to socialize. When they get on now with the rocking bell, the spin spirits dwell. Restless bones they realize by the spooks of every size. Oh, there you are, just in time. That's true, everyone has their own pace. Damn, those ghosts are more social than me, I feel that. Okay, now we enjoyed that ride, which is actually my favorite. I definitely go on this ride pretty often, actually every visit. There's never a time where I don't go on a mention. And I guess that leaves with Pirates of the Caribbean, which is a childhood favorite of mine. I used to always go on this ride first because it's so cool. I wish there was more footage of what the Pirates of the Caribbean was like before the movie changes, because there's not a lot of footage since the change was like so early in the 2000s. So yeah. But yeah, I remember like being scared when the drop happens, and then my relatives would just give me Ritz crackers to eat to calm down. But yeah, this was like a tradition. I always go on this ride first. And yes, you can smell the water. Every time you mention about Pirates of the Caribbean, they're like, oh my god, do you smell the water in this picture? And it's like, yes, it's a very distinct smell. I guess it's like chlorine mixed with something else. Now off with ye. Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean are fucking goated. Hell yeah, they are. That's why they're like literally neighbors. They're so good. You go on the back-to-back, and also there's a Blue Bayou restaurant, which you can eat in, but the menu is very pricey. But I would love to eat in there one day, just to say that I did it. Yes, you have been on this ride with me a couple times. Wait, it smells? Yes, the ride smells, and it's a very good smell. Every Disney fan will tell you about the smell first and the ride after. Do you smell the water? Yes, everyone smells the water. I make sure to always take a big whiff of the water. You taste the water? That's a good question. What does it taste like? You get poisoning from that or what? Old Man Jenkins. Also, I realized I should fix my rig a bit, just so I could be like less blinky of one eye. I don't know, I'm a janky puppet, so I'll fix up the tweaks. But so far it's been doing pretty good. Well, look at that liminal space. Oh yeah, I love that the first drop you can't even see it. You can't see it happen. Oh yeah, the famous pirate head. What one don't obey. Never been to Blue Bayou. Neither have I. I've always passed by when I go on this ride, but I wish I could. Thank you. I am very cute and funny. Fun fact about this ride as well. Disney World's version only has 1 drop, but we have 2 drops, so fuck you, Disney World. Pirates life for me. We're getting winky winks. Yes. Wow, arms up. Whoa. Oh yeah, I know I mentioned about blowjobs in rides. I definitely heard about people giving blowjobs on this ride in particular, but you can't spit cum on the water because the water is very expensive. And they can't change it because they would have to drain the entire thing, clean it up, and then refill it again, which is very expensive and very tedious. So it's like, bruh. That was a loud scream, Jesus. Yeah, none for everyone, just for Adonis. I give him the winky winkies. So you're saying they only get mad at spitters? Exactly. You're either a spitter or a quitter. You gotta swallow that shit. Also, I like that there's a booba painting. There's a booba painting right here. Pirate booba. Also, this is the infamous real skull. It's on top of the headboard. Because in Pirates of the Caribbean, the old days, they used to fill it up with real skulls because it was cheaper. But they're like, nah, we shouldn't do that. So they just kept one skull. They kept one real skull on top of the headboard right here. Or at least so they say. It's an urban legend. But a lot of people swear by it that it's a real skull. And when you pass by here, you see an e-girl's Patreon money. Or rather, her OnlyFans money. Right here. And I think this is also a real prop they used for Pirates of the Caribbean movie. The chest from the first movie. Wait, a real skull? Yeah, it's a real skull. It's a pretty famous urban legend. But we don't know whose skull it is. That's the thing. Also, we're getting close to that really cool effect I like. With the skeleton dude here, when you see, it changes. Look carefully. See, he's a guy now. Pretty freaking baller. Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh man, remember when they made like 5 fucking Pirates of the Caribbean movies? And we're just like, enough! Fire at will! I'd rather be the dude with the real skull on the table rather than the cremated dude in a vacuum cleaner. Big same, big same. Who comes up with these urban legends? I would like to have a word with them. I don't know, talk to the Disney fans. Bossa, we're going to sink your ship. Jack Sparrow, show yourself, young Miss Bouquet. Okay, so I know there's a pirate VTuber called Marine, but has anyone drawn fan art of her in Pirates of the Caribbean ride? Or at least a part of it? I would like to see it. If not, I'll probably do it myself, despite me never watching her channel. The fact that at least almost everyone agrees that at least 3 of the movies are goated, though. I agree. I think 1 and 2 are really good. 3 is kind of okay, just kind of confusing, but in some ways it has good moments. Yeah, Marine Central. Someone draw her in Pirates of the Caribbean, please. Not just the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, but the ride version. I would love to see that. Oh yeah, they changed the scene. It used to be, you know, selling whores and everything. Like actual whores. But now they changed like, oh, aristocrats are just selling their goods. And it's like, meh. I mean, I guess I can understand, but I kind of miss it because red now looks kind of ugly. But yeah, you see right here, you can draw a marine like in this pose right here. It's perfect. I feel like Pirates of the Caribbean is like one of the most memorable Disneyland rides ever. A nice little pussycat. Dear voice they want to me. It's basically Rangi and Rory with ugly bastard pirates. Someone can also draw that, please. Actually, really bad eggs, me hard as your hoe. Oh, yo ho, the pirate's life for me. Have a good night, fish. Thank you for stopping by. Or at least ending this on a good note. We're just about finished anyway. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Oh, yo ho, the pirate's life for me. I think it only became memorable though because of Johnny Depp being the charismatic Captain Jack Sparrow. No, I think even beforehand the ride was actually pretty well known. Like it was like super popular. But I think the movie did help boost the popularity a lot more as well. So it could be like a mixture of both. Here's that famous scene where you're locked in horny jail. The Shanghai ride goes crazy, to be honest. I have seen it. It's super crazy. Did they skip the jail scene? Well, you're in horny jail anyway. If Star Wars is Disney, then mine would be Duel of Fates. Oh. Pirates of the Caribbean was a thing before the movies? Yes, it was a thing like around the 50s or 60s. this ride and Haunted Mansion, they became well, they were finished like after Walt Disney died, so sadly he couldn't see it like when it was finished, but he was definitely a part of, you know, the making of it. Yeah, it is old. Again, there was like a more problematic version of this ride that they had to change drastically. But you can still see footage of like the quote-unquote horse being sold. Like that was kind of a recent change. So that's like one of the few older versions that you can see. Just mostly that scene. I do like the drunk pirates that could supposedly shoot you. Some of the changes are for the better. Yeah, they are. I mean, the ride is still the same. The ride is still Pirates of the Caribbean, so that part won't change. Cause just some things just don't age well, you know? Also, I think that's a hidden Mickey. Those 3 barrels, they make a Mickey face. Oh, yo, having a part of its life for me. This is like the post party after. No, actually, this is like during a pomp string where you could just be problematic as fuck and just be drunk as shit. Is Hidden Mickey some kind of Disneyland meme? Kind of. They like the Imagineers. They put like these little hidden Mickey shaped objects all around the park, and you can find them in different ways. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. Princess Johnny Depp. Alright, we have finished the tier list. And this is all we have for right now. Boy, three hours really takes a lot out of you. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna post this on Twitter after as well. So you get an idea what I consider the best rides, the good rides, the so-so rides, the every once in a while, I guess. The won't go out of my way to ride it as often. The no, not really for me kind of rides. The never rode. Not sure if I will. If I do, I'll try to give my honest opinion. But yeah, this is it. This is it. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around this long. If you had to sleep midway, that's okay. That's what the VOD is for. So thanks for coming for my raid debut. I think this was an absolute success. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna rest my Fujo voice. And I am gonna go to eat. But yeah, this will be posted so you get an idea. So everyone, thank you for coming for my raid debut. The support means a lot. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on misery_VT on Twitter. And maybe follow me on YouTube. We'll be having a lot of future projects, so keep an eye out for that. And this was a really good debut. We only had just a little bit of scuff. But this puppet pulls through. And I'm very hungry and sleepy. So thank you so much, everyone. Your support means the world to me. So if you don't mind, His puppet is gonna rest for a while. So see you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.